Hey, good morning, Keller Williams. Hey, it is another fantastic Monday, and we're going to talk about tech and a few other great experiences I recently have. So, we're going to have a little story time with Tim for a few moments here. Um, we're going to talk specifically around referrals today and the power of the database in utilizing referrals. If any of you have been paying attention to what's going around the country, some houses are flying off of the shelf, for lack of a better term. So Friday night, I was in a happy hour with a labs advisor and having some conversations with some agents there. And I was talking with an agent in Austin, and we'll just shout him out. It's Andy Fisher. He's awesome. He's a great agent. So if you ever need an Austin referral, give him a call. And the crazy thing is, he looked exhausted. I mean, just completely exhausted. And so we asked him, and he's told us, he goes, man, I actually had to take today off. And I said, okay, well, tell me about that. What happened? And he said he put $2.5 million worth of houses under contract in one day. I believe, and he can correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it was 8 properties that he put under contract in one day. And so we were talking about that. I'm like, that's amazing, man. You just crushed it. You're doing awesome. We're real big on encouragement. And it kind of gave me this aha moment. I said, man, what if I had referred $2.5 million worth of business to one agent? What would my income have changed? And so I began going through this mind process and this thought of, man, am I giving time to my people outside of my direct circle, my direct influence? Am I touching my Austin friends? Am I touching my Houston friends? Am I touching my Colorado friends? I mean, we've got people all over the country, and am I making sure that I'm the relationship that they're going to want to be involved with and get to refer that business? So I want to run some numbers. I'm a big numbers guy. I like numbers. So let's take a quick look at what that difference would be. So in a typical transaction, we know that around the country, some houses are selling for almost $50,000 more than asking. So let's throw up a quick spreadsheet and just see, what does 50,000 more look like on a referral. So if a standard house is selling for 350,000 and they're getting a 3% commission and you're getting a 25% referral, you're getting $2,625. Well, right now things are flying. I mean, if you refer someone off for 350 and they go in 400, you're going to get an additional $375 in mailbox money. And I started thinking, man, with all the people I know and should be knowing, what does that add up to? And so I started thinking to myself, just for kicks and giggles, what would it have been like to refer $2.5 million worth of business? So let's just for giggles, let's just punch that in. I'm going to have to count zeros because I'm not sure that I can actually. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I could use an extra $18,000. I don't know about y'all, but in referral money, mailbox money, I could use an extra $18,000. That's insane. So the question is, how do we use the technology to help us grow our referral network and to reach out and actually send those referrals? So the two things we're going to talk about today is, how do we grow that network, and how do we actually send a referral through command? I actually had a couple agents ask me, and they're like, hey, I've just been sending the form back and forth. Is there an easier way? 100% there is an easier way. So let's jump over to command, and let's talk about first, if we have people in an area, or how do we know where referrals are coming from and going to? So let's talk about the other end too, people coming into our areas. So we'll start off in the referrals applet right here. If you don't know what the referrals applet is, it's kind of this eye drop, but remember, you can always press the red KW to get the full definition. And I want us to click on this map. So this map defaults. One thing that a lot of people will notice is it doesn't actually pull up your location. This is a fun new Chrome thing. You actually have to type in a city. So let's type in Midland, Texas. Awesome. So the first thing that's going to pop up is going to be our randomized production levels and any agent we want to send a referral to. But I want to know who's coming to Midland and who's going out of Midland. So if I come over here to production and flip this down to referral patterns, and we put in Midland, the first thing I'm going to see is where are our people going? These are the referrals going out. And let's zoom in a little bit. We can see that we've got a big chunk going to Lubbock, a big chunk going to Reno, Nevada, and a big chunk going to Houston, which makes sense. That's where a lot of our people are going. Anecdotally, when I have my conversations with people moving out from the Midland area, they're going some different areas, but we've also got San Antonio, Austin, Fort Worth. Some of the more interesting ones, Knoxville, Tennessee. We've got some people going to Knoxville. We've got some people going to Alcoa. Probably going to get pronounced that incorrectly. But we've got people going all over the place. And this is where the people are coming from Midland and going out. So what this does is this gives us an opportunity and some insight into how can we use this data. Well, number one, we can create some relationships in these cities. The truth is, if I'm in Midland, Texas, which I am, I need to be having conversations with agents in Lubbock, Reno, Nevada, Houston, San Antonio, and Austin, and make sure that I have good, solid referral partners for when those people come up. Now let's talk about how do we find those people? Well, that's what we were just looking at in the production level. So we click production, and let's say we need someone in Reno, Nevada. Wrong blank. Reno, Nevada. So we can come over here to Reno, and we can begin looking at these different levels of production. You can sort by random. You can sort by last name. You can sort by closed units. So let's look at closed units. So our top closer is Stephen O'Brien with the Stephen O'Brien team. And this does change as you zoom in. So if there's like a specific area or a specific market center we need to look at, you can keep coming in. He is still winning that one. Let's go right into this area. And it is adjusting a little bit, but Stephen O'Brien's our go-to person here. And we can begin seeing that in closed units. Maybe buy sides. If it's just a buyer you're putting out and you want to get a good buyer's agent, looks like Joel Nava has the best buy side agency over in this area. So this is a great way to find good agents to take care of your people. And so begin getting those relationships going now. Don't wait till you have somebody. We just told you the top 5 places your people are probably going. I would go ahead and start making those connections and getting those relationships building. So that's how we can find those people. Let's talk San Antonio. We'll go check out San Antonio, Texas. All right, there's a lot going on in San Antonio. Let's go by closed units. Oh, hang on. Let me take that filter off. There we go. So, and we can start checking out these areas. And as we zoom in, it will update. So in this specific area, we've got Shane and Clint Neal, the Neal and Neal team, have the highest closed units. So maybe I want to give them a call and send them a referral. So this is a really powerful tool, and this is a really powerful part of our business. I have agents in our market center that make more money off of referrals than they do in production. It is completely possible, and it is a great way, honestly, to build a business that doesn't require a whole lot of work. You just build the relationships and hand them to an agent. Awesome. And some of these agents, you build a good enough relationships, they might be willing to pay more for those referrals. I had an agent the other day who said, man, I would have paid you 50% because you pre-approved somebody. I mean, I didn't make him pay 50%, but he was really appreciative of the extra action of making sure they were pre-approved. So really cool here. Let's go back to the map. We're going to go back to our referral patterns, and let's talk about where people are coming from. So referrals coming in. Now, what you're going to see often is it's very similar to what's going out. And that's just the cyclical nature of referrals. You refer someone out, they refer someone back to you. But I did notice that our inbound referrals jumped up, and our biggest referrer right now is San Antonio. followed shortly by Austin, and then Houston, which makes a lot of sense. We're in oil, so a lot of those companies are bringing people in and they're referring them in to our area. So this tool is incredibly powerful. And in less than 5 minutes, I now know the areas I need to have relationships with and most likely where some of my clients are headed. I can tell you right now that we've got 2 clients right now that we've referred off, and we know they're going to Houston, and we've already sent those referrals off. So this is a fantastic tool that only you have. There is no other way in MLS or any other way that I have seen to track referral records. So super awesome. Let's talk about how easy it is to send a referral. So I'm going to come in here to new referral, and I'm going to find an agent. I need to send this referral to Conroe, Texas. All right, and then I'm going to go to production. Oop. Conroe, Texas. All right. So inside of Conroe, I am going to be sending it, and I have already decided who I'm sending it to. I can search for the agent right here. So we've got Aaron, and we're going to send it to Aaron Philbin, excuse me. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add him to my network because I'm probably going to be doing more business with him. And make sure you don't misspell their name when you send the invitation. And then I'm going to go ahead and fire off a referral to her too. So, all right, we've got a buyer, 24 hours. We'll do a 25%. And this buyer is going to be purchasing between $200,000 and $250,000. Whoops, not 2.5 million. All right. And as you know, I can't type for anything. So this is it. We could select from database. This person is actually in my team database, so I'm just going to hit create new contact, and we're going to add them in. Then we're going to client email is and don't go stealing my client stuff, guys. Come on. Add contact and send. And we're done, guys. We just sent off a referral. So I just sent off a referral for a $200,000 to $250,000 house. So let's say they buy $200,000 house. Oop, zeros. I mean, easiest $1,500 I've made today. Probably the easiest $1,500 you're going to make in a while. Not a whole lot of work. We just got to get information to the right people. This is an incredibly important part of your business. And this has been around for a while. We're in that sales industry. We're in that kind of like people party industry. And it's funny because when we talk about this, I always think with agents, I say we're almost on the borderline of in the entertainment industry. Borderline. We're in sales still, but almost entertainment. And it was funny as I was going through those thoughts, I was reading and ran across a quote from the great Walt Disney. Basically, do what you do so well that they will want to see it again and bring their friends. And this actually hit me kind of hard. Like, am I doing everything I can to create such an amazing consumer experience that they just want to do it again and they want their friends to do it? And so the beautiful part of this is it was a good challenge to make sure that we're bringing that consumer experience and that the people we're partnering with in other areas are also bringing a similar consumer experience. Make sure you check in with these people. Don't send random referrals to people you don't know. check in with them, give them a call, make sure they're going to give that similar experience. And then the beautiful part about referrals is they're free. One customer well taken care of could be more valuable than $10,000 worth of advertising. And I will agree to that because we have clients that refer over and over again, and you do too. And if you don't have people, start asking. One thing I run into with new agents a lot is they don't ask people for business. And when you're asking people for business, do it with people that want to be in business with you. They want to do those things. They want to grow their businesses. So talk with them, because for every person you talk to, you're saving yourself advertising dollars. You're not spending a bunch of money. I guarantee that meal you have with them is going to be worth more than a whole lot of park benches or billboards or anything of that sense. That relational connection is going to pay off in referrals. And so I'm challenging you, all of our Keller Williams agents, this week by Friday, connect with your people outside of your physical area. Call Uncle Bob. Talk with Uncle Bob, because if he's buying a house somewhere and they're paying $50,000 over asking in parts of the country, why not make an extra $375? It's there. This is almost free money. You've just got to do a good job so people come back to you, and make sure you're connecting with people that are going to also do that good job. So referrals, guys, this is huge. No other company has a system like this where we can track our referrals and see where our people are going and connect with our agents in such a short amount of time. I mean, this class, the entire class I've been blabbering, is less than 20 minutes. And we've not only found somebody, we've sent the referral, and we're pretty much hands off until it's ready to go. I do want to take a couple seconds to point out what happens after they accept the referral. So if we come over to My Referrals, we can look at a specific one. We're going to go to Active. So this is one we have out right now. They've sent some notes and updates, and we've talked back and forth a couple times. This client actually just closed. I need to send them a new W-9, which, by the way, guys, if you have referrals out that rolled over, the other agent needs a new W-9. So make sure you send that, please. So, but yeah, this is super simple. We sent it over. This one took about a year to convert, honestly, and we knew it was going to take a little while, but I'm pretty sure they closed on a $250,000 house, which means it should be around $1,500 referral. Fantastic. My client was taken care of by a fantastic agent. I love Alex. If you need a good Houston, Alex does a great job. My client was taken care of. We got paid on it. We move on to the next one. And you know what? That client's going to keep talking for years and years. Guys, referrals are amazing. They're business. Don't overlook this. Take the time, call your people, call Uncle Bob, and start making some more money. All right, guys, if you have any questions on referrals, how this system works, if you have problems with it, put them in the comments below or reach out. And y'all have a fantastic Monday, and let's go sell some houses.